We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with the pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I love the offense coming out being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away. But the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that, too. Like, expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
Great job by the defense. You want to get him in 3rd and long. You know it's a passing situation. You know you get the guy on the ground. You know it's 4th and long now. It's a good chance for you to be successful, and hopefully that punt unit coming on the field.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
and another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in the flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone. He could have gotten off of that, checked it down, or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. To the air, it's Nussmeier. That's caught. It's Anderson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. LSU quick to the line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. LSU getting set on 1st and 10.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they just...
Turning on the... Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. And where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And his throw is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass play.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want.
He'll take a deep shot here. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught behind the line. It's Durham. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Quick completion on the out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun to give, looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They're executing beautifully.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
That's caught. It's Smith. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to go up top on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Makes the catch. It's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense in hurry-up mode. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Grab near the sticks, it's Tate. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keep slinging it. That's caught, it's Tate. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the... Touchdown, Ohio State! The offense cashing it in on that drive. If you're able to move the ball and drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's Durham. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Oh, they're after him. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has been money on 4th down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. Now the play fake. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some movement.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Fires into the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Spits it out to the back. Hits the open man. And he's still running after the move. Flying down the right side. Oh, he's getting ahead of He smashes his way. Touchdown, Tiger. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Defense playing a bail technique. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The sure hands, it's Tate. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Caught near the sticks, it's Smith. Big pickup on that one, they'll mark him out at the 40.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Fires to the middle. He caught it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Buckle up, boys. I think more scores are coming.
managing the clock in that situation, David. There was absolutely no panic. Calm, cool, and collected all the way down the field, scoring the touchdown, and now giving themselves an opportunity to take the lead in there at halftime.
And the other side of that coin, Palmer, is the defense, man. Like, we got to keep them in bounds. We got to make sure we're not giving up big plays. They can throw it over the middle of the field. The clock's our friend, and they didn't execute good enough down the stretch of that drive to force a field goal.
One more snap coming before halftime. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it on the outside. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. LSU right back to the line. Looking for a crease. It's Durham. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sweet cut there. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Under fire. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer with it.
That's a fumble on the play. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
It's a seam wide open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game started.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the whole...
There he goes! It's a fumble! And this fumble bounces out of bounds. Sometimes there's no substitute for old Lady Luck and having her on your side, and she just guided that
think that head coach, he just narrowly avoided having a heart attack. You can never afford turnovers, but especially not down in the red zone like that. This offense has got to do a better job of ball support.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the runs.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Gus Meyer. Throwing the ball his way in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And that one will put them up here in the second half. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go.
Makes the grab at the 30. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. What a play there, and he rips up a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. They'll give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. come to the line. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
That's so much for a quarterback to think about. Sticking it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that play.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Going for it all. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The give on the inside. Runs through a tackle. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. I mean, he's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
And the Tigers have a lot of options on. There he goes. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Might as well give it to him again. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium. Right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. And I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Might be changing the route. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
This defense forcing them to throw into tight windows. They need another stop on 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Makes the grab past the marker. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You want to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for space. It's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely center cut. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the 1st down. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Timeout call here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Smith. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Fires toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. From the gun, running back on the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Got a man. It's Tate. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field. But how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And they decided to go for it. They decided to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been big.
The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Good timing on the quick out. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came